So what is up everyone, welcome back to another video. Now I didn't actually want to do a video today. I didn't really feel like I had the time in that because I had other things to deal with, but I needed to do this video for more awareness, and because hearing this news today really got to me and frustrated me. So I felt like I had to address everybody, or as many people as possible. And this is something that can easily be avoided, and in my opinion it's something so stupid that's being done, especially in, you know, the bodybuilding community and competitive athletes. And it needs that awareness. So that is the reason why I wanted to do this video. You no doubt already probably guessed what it's going to be about because of the title of the video. I want to make it bold and clear. I don't want to hide nothing. I don't want to sugarcoat nothing. I want to make it as raw as possible. And that is what I do with all my YouTube content and anything that I post on social media. I want to keep myself real and everything that I provide real, honest, the truth. There's no sugarcoating nothing. Nothing is scripted. There's no acting involved. It's just 100% me, my emotions, my feelings and my expression on different topics. And this topic needs awareness and it needs to be done. So, like I said, you probably guessed already by the title of the video, but today I heard some really horrible, sad news about an individual passing away who, I don't know whether they just competed or they were just about to compete, but either way this individual was, if I had to guess, no more than 25 years old. And to hear that this individual has passed away from doing a sport that I'm involved with it's horrible to hear, but like I said, at the same time it's so frustrating because this is something that can easily be avoided by doing the smart approaches when it comes to stepping on stage. More so that peak week. This so-claimed peak week where so many people do stupid things. They do stuff that they haven't done all throughout their prep. You know, they follow a linear deficit. They stick to the same foods, they do the same cardio, the same training sessions, take the same supplementations. If you're enhanced, you're using the same drugs. If you're natural, you're not obviously using the drugs. But they do everything consistently on a day-to-day basis. But when it comes to that final week, just before they step on stage, they decide to change absolutely everything. Things like water depleting, sodium depleting, taking diuretics, all these sorts of things, and they just do really dumb things which makes no sense at all. And more so than anything is the diuretics. The diuretics that these people are using and implementing into their peak week is so dangerous if you are not aware of what you are actually doing. If you don't know about diuretics, if you don't know about the certain diuretic that you're using, or if a coach is advising you to use, you need to make sure that if you are working on your own, if you're doing your own prep, you do the research and you do the homework. If you're still unsure, because Google, Wikipedia or whatever it is that you're using may not always be correct, then ask somebody else, somebody that you trust, for a second opinion. Or if you are using a coach, get the answers of why you're using it and what is going to be happening when you do use it. Because so many people will get a coach and they'll simply just listen to them and they'll go, yes sir, no sir. So a coach will say, right, I heard to use diuretics because that's what's going to pull out all the water, it's going to make you really dry, get that gritty look, and it's going to make you look super shredded when you step on stage. Yeah, but what really happens inside the body with our potassium levels, our sodium levels and everything else? You need to know that information, you need to have that education, and you need to know that your coach is fully aware and has that knowledge on the protocols of diuretics, carb loading, water depleting, sodium depleting, whatever the strategies that you're using in your peak week. You have to make sure that your coach has that knowledge so they can back it up when you ask them, why are we doing this? But in all honesty, when it comes to peak week, you shouldn't be changing anything drastically. You should be keeping most things exactly the same and just slowly introducing the carbs to fill out your muscles, to restore the glycogen levels. There may need to be a few little additional things, but I don't want to go into depth about it. I will do a separate video about my opinion on peak weeks and the strategies and protocols that I like to follow for peak weeks. But I want to make sure that we're more zoned and focused in the subject of peak weeks in general, and too many people doing stupid, harmful things to their body without no education or no knowledge at all. And then in the result, you have this, the news of somebody 25 or younger dying and passing away. This isn't on. This isn't the case. This shouldn't be happening within this industry. And for somebody that's been involved with this for such a long time, I want to make sure that we promote the sport that we do in the healthiest. Now, I use that term lightly because, like I said, I feel like the word and term health is overrated slightly now within bodybuilding, because for us to get to those levels of shredded and low body fats, we do have to take our health to an unhealthy state. We do develop things like poor relationships with food, eating disorders. We're restricting our calories so much, having to starve our body for long periods of time. We're having to really put a high level of stress on our body with our training and our cardio. So if you look at it in layman's term, it isn't really that healthy. So that's why I use that term very lightly. But I want to make sure that we can do this sport in the best way possible by minimizing the harmful risks. That's probably a better way of putting it. We want to make sure that we can get the best results, get the job done in the most optimal way without damaging our body too much, if that makes sense. But when it comes to peak weeks, when it comes to diuretics, do your freaking homework. Like I said, I'm going to be honest on this video and give you guys my honest emotions and feelings. It's frustrating. The takeaway message for this is, if you're somebody who's looking to compete yourself, do your own prep, be your own coach, do your research, get some books on, contest prep, get some books on how to diet correctly and safely. Approach somebody who's dealt with clients before, and I'm talking about numerous clients, at least 5 to 10 or more clients. That to me is somebody who has that knowledge and knows how to do everything correctly in the safest way possible. But just do your research. Don't simply just take this supplement or follow this diet or do that cardio protocol or take this drug just because somebody else told you to do it or because you heard somebody else has done it. Make sure you understand why they maybe have done it. Understand the function and the mechanism of that medication or that principle of training, whatever it may be. Just get the understanding of it. That way you have the knowledge and you'll know why and when to do things correctly. So like I said guys, this was literally just a short video and a last minute thing that I had to do. I felt like this was necessary to do this and get that awareness out there. Now, I would personally recommend, if anybody wants more information on peak week protocols, to go onto Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description below, and go follow someone called Andrew Killer. Again, I'll leave all the details in the description below. Reason being is because he recently just done a post which is in like 10 clips, a minute long each one, talking about the best and safest approach when it comes to peak weeks, including everything that goes down in that peak week. So I definitely advise anybody to go over there and watch that video now. If you're somebody who's coming up to their peak week, go watch it now. Or if you're somebody who's considering competing and you still got another 16 weeks, still watch that video and then watch it again and watch it again and again and again and again. Get that information stuck in your brain. Get gelled in there so that when it comes to your peak week, you know what to do correctly. But other than that guys, don't do stupid things when it comes to your peak week. Don't start doing things that are just idiotic, and make sure you're just as safe as possible. We need to get this awareness out there a lot more, because it's frustrating me for somebody who's 25 years old to find out that somebody at the same age as me has died doing the same sport as that I love, it's so sad to see. So share this video with anybody out there who is competing or considering in competing, that you feel like is going to benefit from this video. If you did enjoy it, if you felt like it helped you out, give this video a thumbs up for me. Leave some comments down below. Like I said, if you want to know my approach when it comes to peak week, and I'll give you my opinion on it. Other than that, guys, make sure you are safe with whatever you do in this sport. And stay safe as always, and make it happen. Peace.